First, you need character in a string. Given a string S, find the first non-repeating character in it and return its index. If it does not exist, return -1. When we look at this example, we have a string lead code, and then L is not repeating, T is not also not repeating, C not repeating, O not repeating, D not repeating, but it is a very first one, right? First non-repeating character, so L is the very first one which is not repeating, so we return its index 0. Here L is repeating, O is repeating, V is not repeating, so we return index 2. Here every characters is repeating, so we return -1. So at least we need to check every characters in this string, right? So if we see the duplicates, that means the occurrence, the numbers of occurrence should not be greater than 1, right? It should be only one time. So how can I know how I will save? I will just use the dictionary. For the very first time, if we don't use the dictionary, we can loop every characters in this string, and then for example we will loop this one, right? Every characters in this string, and then in the loops I will check the count of this character. For the first time, my index is 0. At the time, I will check, for example, if it is x dot count L, how many L in these strings. If it is returned 1, okay, so this is not repeating, right? So I can simply return, right? But the time complexity is gonna be big because we need to loop 2 times, right? For the first time, the outer loop is 1 by 1, and then when we look at the count, it's gonna be taking too long again, right? Like 2 loops, right? So instead of using like that, and then I will use a dictionary, and then I will save their counts, and then in another loop I will just check if their count, if I will check every values in the dictionary, and then if the count is equal 1, I will just return its index value, because I will save the index value too, right, in the dictionary, right? Characters and the index, how many occurrence, okay? CTR1 dictionary. In the dictionary, I will see characters and int. Int is like numbers of occurrence. CTR1 dictionary, okay? New dictionary, we will see characters and int, okay? And then for each character C in S, and then I will loop again and again and again. If ct dictionary dot contain key, I will check that character is already exist or not. If it is exist, we need to add its original values, right? C plus equal 1, right? If it is not, we need to add the new value to the dictionary, right? Dictionary dot add, and then we will add our characters, and then the count is very first time, number of occurrence is just 1, right? And then we will loop again and again, so we will get the history, which characters is how many occurrence, right? And then when we loop again, I'm gonna loop I less than s dot entity length, and then I plus, and then I will just check simply, hey, dictr1 okay, this hey dictionary, and then I will get like this, right? For example, now L, hey, how many occurrence, instead of using s dot contain s dot count, right? So we already have this data structure, so we don't have to loop that again. We will just automatically get the result without looping again, right? So we can reduce the order of n squared to the order of n, right? So equal 1, if the occurrence is only 1, return I, that means the index, right? If it is not, we will keep looking for, and if we we cannot return till the end, and then our loops minus, I will return -1. Other case we cannot find any characters which is not repeating, right? Okay, I'm gonna submit this one. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.